If you could give a college student parents any advice, what would it be?
I would probably advise them not to pressure their kids into choosing a major.
Work on letting go.
Parents should trust that they raise their kids well, and then when they send them off to college, that they trust them and send them off.
Say try not to stress out too much. I mean, I know it's hard, parents realizing that their babies are growing up and going away to college, but just remember that they'll be okay. And they're growing up and you can't stop it.
Probably don't have to worry as much as they think they do.
Yeah, definitely give your kids space and let them discover who they are and have their own chance and their own experience.
I would say first thing is let your student, your child, discover who they are at school. It's a time where they can really branch out and be separate from home and that environment, that protective environment that they've been in for 18 or so years, and really find out who they are for themselves specifically.
Let us make mistakes, financially and academically. It's good for us to fall on our butts. We need it. We need to feel like adults.
So if you have one piece of advice to parents of college students, what would you tell them?
Send more money. Let them loose.
Okay.
Send lots of mail. College is really about finding your own person and finding exactly who you are. And if you're a parent and you're clinging on to your child a lot, then you're kind of preventing them from finding out who they are and learning how to live on their own. So that would be my advice to college parents.
Send money.
What is something that families do that drives students crazy?
Calling their kids, at 10 or 11 o'clock at night to make sure they're in their dorm rooms and not out partying.
They just not to call every hour on the hour. That's a pain.
Okay.
Probably calling too much or showing up unexpectedly.
Call them every 5 seconds, morning, noon, and night. My mom was just like this. I love her. I know it was out of kind-heartedness, but did you eat yet? Are you gonna go? Okay, make sure you eat. How was your test? Did you study for it? Are you sure? Tell me what you learned. This and that. Blah blah blah. How did your day go? This.
You gotta stop calling us all the time. No, we like the phone calls once in a while, but you need to let us breathe. We're here at college, and we're here to do our thing and make you proud. But the phone calls gotta maybe one every other day, maybe once a week, but not every hour. On the hour, I can always expect a phone call from my mom.
Parents like to keep in touch regularly with their kids, which is cool. But I think a lot of times some parents are a little bit overzealous with this and
Calling incessantly.
Don't call every day.
Call every day, all the time.
Just getting calls when I'm busy and they want to talk on the phone for 4 hours.
Yeah, especially during class.
Yeah.
I would say calling incessantly. My parents do that. My mom calls me 3 or 4 times a day, and I mean, my life gets really busy, and then I feel really bad when I can't pick up the phone, because she wants to call and talk to me because she misses me, and I understand that. But, maybe once a day, once every other day.
What's something parents can do to make you happy?
Care packages. Show some love. Give us some food from back home.
They send me money. I love that.
So why does your mom send you gift cards to the grocery store?
So she knows that I'm spending it on the groceries instead of who knows what else.
Mail. You'd be surprised how often getting a letter from my mom, it means a lot. And it will actually make me call her. So if she mails me something, it's a guaranteed way to get a phone call. And food. Like mailing cookies or snacks or anything, or even hey, I was thinking about you card is really nice. Don't do it every day, but every once in a while it'd be cool to have something.
Send care packages.
Really?
Because it makes us happy and feel special that we haven't been forgotten.
Send packages from home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because it's sometimes you run out of stuff and you're damn. Then you go to your mailbox, you get that green sheet, and it's I got a package, you go, and it's got soap and other stuff that you really don't. Food.
Soap's important.
They support me 100%, and I love that because I would not be where I am today if it weren't for their support.
I love getting mail. I absolutely love getting mail. It sounds so lame, but it makes my life.
I think some students really do appreciate their parents being consistent with them and keeping up with them, as long as it's reasonable like amount of contact.
They always know that we are hungry. I'm not poor. I'm just a broke college student. But I can always count on my mom bringing up some food when she comes to visit and taking me food shopping right before she leaves. So it's always a nice thing. Nice end to the weekend.
Care packages, food, money. Money's a big one. Money's a lot.
Visit.
Really?
Visit, which is not something that a lot of people would say, but I love it when my family comes to visit me because it's kind of like they get to see how my life is right here. They can walk around on campus. Mom, I'm going to class. Would you like to follow me to class? And she'll be like, oh, that's why you always late, because it's such a long walk. Now I understand why.
So what's a common misconception families have about your college experience?
Oh, definitely that we don't do any schoolwork. All we do is party all the time. They think like, oh, I let him free, so he's not even gonna touch a pencil. He's just gonna go to parties all the time. And that's not true. Like, yeah, we have fun, but you know, it's not like we skip class every day. We work hard.
Or at all.
You know, yeah.
Or at all.
Like, yeah.
Not everyone's out there partying either. Like, I think a lot, like the media says that we're all, hardcore drinking and stuff, but that's not really how it is.
I think a big misconception is that maybe that their child will come back completely different than when they left, which in a lot of ways they do change, and a lot of those are good changes, most of them I would say. But their child will they'll still be them, they'll still be the same person, but they'll just be molded and shaped a little differently.
I'm not always out partying. I'm involved on campus, and even if I can't pick up the phone, it doesn't mean I'm out at a bar drinking. I am, at class or working on homework in the library, or maybe just sleeping because we don't really get much of that here.
That we party all the time. Most of us, I think, want to be here. We want to make something of ourselves. We want to do something, so we know what we need to do. After first year, I think you learn that.
Okay. If you could send a message home, what would you say to your family?
I would say thank you so much, because all of the sacrifices that you've made for me have allowed me to go where I want to go and be who I want to be, and my entire experience in college I owe to you.
Send money, as much money as you can. I mean,
You're welcome for giving you guys a little bit of room, and thanks for putting up with me all this time, and I love you.
And I love you all, and I'm so glad that you helped me out and brought me this far.
Well, Mom, Dad, I miss you. I'm very far away, but I'm glad I came here and can't wait to see you. And thank you for letting me come. That's it.
I would say thank you for all that you've done, for all your support. You've been there for me in the past, and I appreciate that. You've given me space when I needed space, and you've been in touch with me in times of need, and I appreciate that, and thank you.
Send money. Send money. Send money. Send money.
Thanks for sending me to college. Having a good time.
I love you guys. You've helped me out so much with everything. You're always there.
You're doing a good job. Keep it up, I guess.
I'm not homesick yet. See you soon. Bye.
Hi, Mom. How's it going? I love you.
Mom, Dad, you prepared me for this, and I'm doing really great so far, so thank you very much for everything you've done over the last 19 years of my life, and I'm going to make you proud, I promise.